Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode daily challenge, minimum rounds to complete all the tasks. Let us first read this question, then about the constraint, and then finally the coding part, and corresponding to that, what is the time complexity and space complexity that we will be checking. So now let us get started with the question. So here, 1 minute. Okay. So here basically minimum rounds to complete all the tasks question. And now what we are required to do is let us read the question. So here you are given a zero index integer array task where task of file represent the difficulty level of a task. In each round you can complete either 2 or 3 tasks of same difficulty level. So basically you are given a zero based index array task where task of I represent the difficulty level of a task. Okay, and each round you can complete either 2 or 3 tasks of same difficulty level. Means not less than 2 and not more than 3. This is the number of tasks you can do, and these should be of same difficulty level. That's the thing. Now that is the thing which we are required to do here. Now next. Return minimum rounds required to complete all the tasks. Okay, whatever in our input it is given that these number of tasks are there and these are the difficulty levels. So we are required to return the minimum rounds required to complete all the tasks, or -1 if it is not possible at all to complete all the tasks. So that is the thing here. Now, what does this question convey? But before that, let us take for constraints. So, as per constraints, 10 raised to power 5. So, we can go ahead with n log n or order of n solution, not more than n or n log n. So, that's the thing here. Means we can't do with n square solution. And task of I is basically up to 10 raised to power 9. So, but the thing is that we are not doing any multiplication sort of things for time being. So, it's fine with 10 raised to power 9 at max value. Okay, now let us take this example which is being given to us. So here in this first example, they told that we can do minimum 2 tasks and maximum 3 tasks, right? So the range of doing task is between this. So that's the thing here. Okay, so now let us go ahead. So the thing here is 2, 2. Okay, we can go ahead with these 2 tasks only, or we can choose this 2 tasks as well, because we are required to return minimum number of rounds required to complete all the tasks. So see, if we can do maximum 3 tasks, that is also permissible. So now we will be left with other elements, right? So now let us check 3 and 3. Is there one more 3 anywhere? No. So basically till now we have done 2 rounds, one for this 2 and one for this 3. Now comes 4. At max we can do only 3 tasks, right? But at minimum we can do only 2 tasks. So that's why this fulfills the condition of 3 and 2 tasks, and that's why 2 more rounds are required. If it would have been left with, means if this was not there, only this was there, then we were required to return -1. So that is also one of the thing here. So this is we are required to check in this particular question. Now let us see that how we can do this question. Hmm. See, either we can sort this, okay, but while sorting this, it will lead us to n log n complexity. Or we can do use auxiliary space, store the count, and storing after storing the count, we can easily check that is it multiple of 2 or 3. If it is multiple of 2 or 3, then first we will be subtracting that particular count, so that we are left with the fact that if there is any means till 3 we can go, right? So then after subtracting we will be left with these this count only 2, right? So this also we are required to check that if it is 2 or less than 2, so that we can go ahead with the rounds or not. So that's the scenario here. Means basically first thing would be we will be using some space, says we will, because we are required to store the frequency. So frequency would be stored And then second thing which would be there, check for means check for multiple of 2 or 3 and accordingly subtract from frequency. This is the more intuitive part that which we can do. So now let us go ahead with this intuitive part and then I'll show you that how we can more optimize it, but not as per the time complexity, space complexity, but as per the what we say, as per the coding aspect, how we can more optimize the thing. So now let us go ahead. So here this part is don't know if I can. Oh, I can't. Okay, let me show you then. So this is more intuitive. Now here we are taking a map. In that map, what I'm doing is I'm directly storing my all the tasks which are there. Okay, so because of this, now my frequencies are stored and it is by default in order. Then what next I'm required to do is I would be having this num frequency and answer. So for each element in my map, I will be checking that what is the frequency. Okay, if frequency equals to 1, then I will be returning -1. If frequency modulo 3 equal to 0, then I'll add that up to my answer by dividing by 3 because we are not required to store that how many count is there. We are just required to store that how many rounds would be required. So only one round is required for playing difficulty level of those 3 elements, right? And else we will be checking for if frequency slash 3 plus 1. If that is the case, this is for the 2 frequency. Then in that case, we will be doing like this. But one more thing is there, rather than using a map, we could have used unordered map. That will also work because we are just required to do lookup. Here, while using unordered map, then it's something like that you were contributing to the time complexity of in login. So that's the thing. 1 minute. I'm just running it, not submitting it for time being because there is one more solution which could be submitted, and that is more optimized in terms of code length and so on. You can say more readable form of. So that other solution is this one. Here, what we are doing is here we are taking a Node map only the way there we were taking, but now what we are doing is first storing the frequency which is there. Okay. Then next what we are doing is we are checking that if my frequency is equal to 1, then directly I'm returning -1. But I'll first check that whatever count is there, I'll add 2 to the same so that it goes with the 3. Okay. And then that I will be adding up to my result. So that is the thing. Then see if what we say if its count is basically 1, right? So then I'll add up 2 and divide by 3. Oh, sorry. If its count is 1, then surely I'm required to return -1. But if its count is basically, if we say its count is already 2, then I'll add up 2 to the same, right? And after adding up 2 and dividing by 3, again it will return me as that 1 only. And if its count is 3, and then again, means the thing is other, means every time, whenever whatever count is there, 2 or 3 or any other count is there, whenever I just add that up and then divide by 3, I will be getting 1, right? And because of that only, I can directly add to my result. Or if the number is much more bigger, then accordingly it will be divided into that much parts of multiples. Well, that much, yeah. And then we can directly add them up to the result. So that's the whole scenario here. Okay, so this was all for this particular question. And I've already explained that time complexity and space complexity here. The previous solution which I've shown, that is also order of n, and this solution also order of n. And even space complexity is also same for the same. Same for both. This is also same order of n for both time complexity and space complexity. This is also same. Means after using unordered map, now it is also order of n. So yeah, this was all for this particular question. If you have any doubt, just comment that out with the timestamp of that particular portion. And yeah, yeah, that is enough. Yeah. And if you like the explanation, then please do like and subscribe to my channel and do share among your friends so that it will even motivate me more, right? So that's the thing. So for timing, yeah. Thank you.